Hi, this is Suzanne from Rainbow Loom. Today I'll be showing you how to make the double forward rhombus. This is an intermediate level design. To make this bracelet you will need 31 A colored bands, 30 B colored bands, and a C-clip. I will be using red and blue for this bracelet. It's a good idea to have your supplies ready before you begin, so pause the video here until you're ready to follow along. Now, let's get started. Turn your loom so that the red arrow is pointing away from you. Start by placing the first two bands on the loom. You'll start with A band and you'll start from the middle pin. Place 1A out to the left and 2A to the right. Next, follow the diagram on your screen to place the next 10 bands on the loom. 1B will be placed on the left side. 2B, go into the middle. 3B, 4B, 5B. Now we start placing A colored bands. 6A, 7A, 8A, 9A, and 10A. Pause the video here and refer to the diagram on your screen as you complete this pattern 4 more times. Now we'll place the last 7 bands on the loom. We'll continue with the same pattern we've been following, only the last 2 bands will be pulled into the center pin, and I'll show you that when we get there. So that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then these last 2 bands we'll be using A bands, and you'll pull those into the center. Now the last step in placing the bands will be placing a cap band on this last pin. We'll use an A colored band, 2 fingers on each side, twist it into a figure 8, turn it back upon itself, and place it on that last pin. And there we finish placing our bands on the loom. Now we're ready to start looping the bands. Turn your loom so that the red arrow is pointing toward you. Refer to the graphic on your screen as you loop the first 10 bands. We'll start from the center pin, pull the cap band back with your hook, grab band 1A. Hold the cap band down with your thumb or finger and pull the band out to the left. Band 2A will be pulled to the right. You can reach in over here, pull the cap band back, and grab band 2A and pull it to the right. 3B will be pulled forward. You reach into the cap band and pull that forward. 4B will be looping up the side. You can reach into the side where there's the point of the teardrop. Reach in there, pull back, grab band 4B, and pull it forward. And do the same on the right side. Band 6B will be pulled from the center out to the left. That's your top B band when you reach in there, and you'll pull that to the left. The second B band is down in there, and you will pull that to the right. That was band 7B. Band 8A will be pulled forward. Band 9A up the left side. You'll pull all of your B bands above that band. You'll pull them all back. Reach in and grab it and pull that A band forward. And we'll do this on the right side, which is band 10A. Again, you pull all the B bands above that band back, reach in, grab it, and pull it forward. Now repeat this pattern 4 more times. We'll fast forward from here. You can pause the video and refer to the diagram on your screen. Refer to the diagram on your screen as we loop these last 10 bands, but note that the last 2 bands will be pulled into the center. I'll show you how to do that when we get to that point. This is your band 6B, 7B, and now we pull the last 2 bands into the center pin. And we finished looping our bands. Now that we've finished looping the bands, we're ready to finish the bracelet. Pull all of your bands up to the top of that last pin. Slide your hook into the channel of that last pin and tilt it out to the side. Grab an A-colored band, place it on the end of your hook, pull back on that, push your hook back as you slide it up through that channel. Place both bands on your hook and move them up to the thickest part of your hook. Then with your fingers, you'll pull the bands from the loom. If made on one loom, this bracelet will need to be extended to fit a wrist comfortably. Place your loom with the arrow pointing away from you. To extend the bracelet, you must first decide how many additional bands you will need. Smaller wrists may only need 3 or 4 bands. Larger wrists may need 6 or more. So you place your extension bands along the side of the loom. And then once you place your last band, you'll place your cap band on that last pin. You locate the cap band on your bracelet and stretch it from that last pin to the one behind it. Then you loop the single chain of your extension. And once you reach this last pin, you'll pull it into the center. And that creates an area right here where you can attach your C-clip. You grab your C-clip, hold the open side forward, snap it over that band, make sure it's on securely, Then you pull your extension from the loom. On the other end, you pull your hook away from the bracelet, slide your 2 fingers into that band. That creates another area where you can attach the other side of your C-clip. Move all the bands to one side, snap your C-clip over that, pull it to the other. And there you have your finished double forward rhombus.